I can't breathe in this thing.
Cycle 386. I blew right past 365. I should have known that was going to be an achievement, but blew right on past it. Desperately trying to keep these stupid puffs fed. That's a pain in the butt. One gob auction got in here, and now it's everywhere, and now I have to move stank air up here just to keep them alive. It's a bit of a pain. This guy's gonna fire again in like 11 cycles. I want to drain a bunch of this down so that the new stuff coming in doesn't have to fight quite so much to drop the temperature. When it dawned on me, the base still isn't using a permanent source of water beyond temporarily refilling this tank out of the desalinator. So my people are running all over the place, wasting time watering sleet wheat, and I think it's definitely time to start working on that. I mean, trying to keep built the gas range. People are getting to eat weird bread, pepper bread, which they seem to really like. What are you? A glossy Dreco. What do you do? Live on mealwood plants. Wow. Oh, hey, that's neat. So what you get for not reading the wiki enough. Shearable plastic in a hydrogen atmosphere. Ooh, that's capture method wrangling. The wrangle tool. I don't have a wrangle tool. Is that a thing you make? I have a crafting station. I tried to build that once, and it didn't come up with anything that I could actually do. I should grab you. I don't know where I'm going to put you. Maybe you lay another egg, I can worry about it then. But we're going to grab this saltwater geyser, which I realize it's a bit more effort, right, than this cool steam vent, but I'd like to save this cool steam vent in case I want to increase this mess any further, this tangle of pipe and junk. I'm about to lose a second gas pump. I put this one way too close. I don't know what I was thinking. So it broke because someone made it. Oh no, I thought it was made out of iron. That broke. That one's going to break. This guy's going to shut off in 5 cycles. We'll just let it pull down. I'll get rid of both of those. We'll build one out of steel. And then over here, because I need to get into the oil biome, an oil well, did not a complete biome delete, but holy crap, close, and pulled a bunch of the water out. My plan, and this is to make sure no one gets past here, some poor bugger is going to come down, throw a pump down here. I'm going to pump up as much oil as we can, process it into petroleum. I'm going to put a new polymer press over here, because this one, I can't keep this guy cold enough. And I'd kind of like this space to do more stuff, even if just to hold more natural gas. We'll pull that all over here. Pump the carbon dioxide in here. Hopefully, these guys will be able to delete enough of it that I don't have to worry about it. And then once this is all gone, we'll build this oil well. Actually, I should do that in case someone tries to get in there. Build this oil well. I got a ton of water to work with up here. And just to really laugh at me, this game decided to do this. That's a CO2 vent. That's minus 55 degrees worth of CO2. at the bottom of the world. Once this is all pumped out, we'll capture it and use it for cooling. I have one idea I'm going to do. I'm just actually getting ready to block in. Where is it? It's over here. We're up this way. This CO2 vent. I'm going to block this guy in. Run a bunch of radiant pipes through here. And probably biome delete that way. Or down, not sure. And we're going to chill ethanol with it. This sounds dumb, okay, but bear with me. We're going to run ethanol, radiator ethanol through here to cool off, a bath of ethanol over here. Use that for other cooling. Now, if you don't know how, I'm building a tube and body heat exchanger, basically. If you've ever seen these things, 1 second. So here in my terrible test, yes, I know. I got tired of all the problems, so I just deleted my people, get them out of the way. This tangled mess here, I was playing around with thermal aqua tuners, doing kind of stuff, but the gist of this is, okay, we run one. So these guys here are doing the cooling. These guys cool off ethanol and then run it up here to do stuff. This here is taking petroleum out of a tank, running it through there to chill it, to run into this polymer press. Literally, that's it. That's all this the liquid pipe does. What it also does, it keeps the polymer press running at a very stable temperature. Also, because ventilation can run in the same space as liquid, this is nowhere near as good a... Oh, what did I break here? Back in the sandbox. Give me... Nope, not insulated. I want a radiant there. Insulate it back up to there. We can run any gas through here, through this bath, and gases aren't a really great form of cooling. But it's coming in at ambient temperature at 28, and it's leaving at -9. This petroleum generator is also getting the benefit of ambient temperature ethanol, and it's clanking away at 38. It's also making a phenomenal amount of carbon dioxide, which is why I don't think I don't want to run one of these in the base. Like, I either have to lock it in a room and vent all the CO2 off into space, or somehow breed, I think the math on the wiki said like 30 slicksters. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's way too much not going to happen. That said, as proof of concept, because this is a legitimately proven technology, right? We're using heat from one place to do something else. In this case, we're decreasing temperature. I'm not going to use aqua tuners. These guys eat a phenomenal amount of power, and I'm not prepared for that investment yet. Or to lay out materials for steam turbines and all of this crap. The really ugly version of this is over here. This was the really ugly preconceived version. Liquid carbon dioxide has, let's just do this. Carbon dioxide, liquid, and then it immediately flash boils because it wants to. Just fill it with that. I think I tore all the pipes out here for some reason. One sec. Okay, I remember how it all worked now. I haven't paid any attention to the side. Over here, we're running ambient temperature petroleum, 27 degrees, through a bath of minus 50, minus 40, minus 50. This is coming in. Oh, Vimlark's playing acid barite. This enters the tank at 25.8 C. It loses a little bit out here. Cools down to minus 10, and then cools the heck out of this room. Like, look at this room. We're two of these things running in the same room. And we're under 30 degrees C for cooling. If I really wanted to, here, do this. These guys are going to suck off some of this carbon dioxide. Right? So that's... And it's going to go... It's very quickly going to change temperature. Okay? From minus, whatever you're, minus... Just about minus 40 to leaving the room at 15. Now, it's not a great solution for cooling, unfortunately. So... when we capture that volcano, we're only going to bleed it off. We're going to bleed off just enough pressure to make the volcano continue to run. That said, we're cooling things off quite well. Okay, you stop. So the theory is sound. The theory is quite sound. It's going to be a lot of layout of materials, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work quite well. Many, many cycles later, the base chamber is finished. These guys are going to analyze it. It's going to take a while. I got about 3 or 4 people that can analyze, so they seem to take split shifts on it. This is a shockingly dumb thing I've embarked on, but you know what? That's how you learn what works and what doesn't in real life. So let's go to our plumbing overlay. Plumbing, right there. So in time, we're going to make a whole bunch of ethanol. It's going to fill this. The rest of our ethanol is going to go into this tank. It's going to circulate through here, lose a bunch of heat, circulates back into this, and the best part is that the reservoirs pump out on their own, no power required. So once I've got enough ethanol, it'll just cycle through. I've left 2 spots open, so I can run either water or anything else I want to use as coolant, to be honest. Got more radiators inside. Probably going to find a way to cool an awful lot of things in this base with it. This is going to be a really good resource. You can see it's already... Over here, we're already down to 22. It's putting out like an awful lot of... It's CO2, right? But it's going to eject. Where's my... Let me click on it, please. Carbon dioxide geyser. So it doesn't put out a whole lot, but it puts it out at minus 55 degrees C. Hopefully it's going to run for a while yet. I want to fill this room up with like cold. A whole lot of cold. Really, dude? You were almost finished. You little weasel. Doesn't run for very long, but it'll cool the room off. In time, it will cool the room off. There's probably easier ways to do this, but I don't think in terms of like automation and and wire and stuff. I think in terms of parts and pieces and moving things. So we'll see if it works. Well, we'll see. Other things. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I gave everybody showers. And yep, we filled up the poo water tank, so now it's got to go somewhere else. Da-da-da-da, that goes. That's just gonna, That's literally just gonna fill that tank up and cause problems. Because both of those are full. I have to add another water tank here. I wanted a big wad of stank water to grow stuff, and unfortunately, it came in too cold. I'm trying to use the surrounding environment to warm it up, and then immediately just decided, nope, too cold. Here's the problem I was forgetting. I've watched the max load hit over 5 kilowatts a couple of times. Usually when this stupid thing is running, and I'm doing this just for morale reasons. 4 gas gens at 800 is 32. Plus these two guys is 46. You notice a problem coming up here. This hydrogen generator just barely runs. And the one over here runs, intermittently. It's got the tune-up, so it occasionally makes 1.2 kilowatts, but it doesn't run often enough. I don't want to go into oil power. I really don't. It's a lot of carbon dioxide I can't deal with. Starting to look like I might have to. And it might be... We might be making a vent all the way into space just to get rid of it. And that's a long, long way up. But I got a whole lot of work to do. And I think this one's getting a little long. When I've got something worth showing to you, whether or not if there's absolute disaster breaks out, you'll know it really fast. If things have worked slightly better, well, who knows? But I'll see you in the future.